Hello YouTube. In this video we are going to do, for a change, we're going to do Moonology cards and we're going to do Ascended Masters cards as well. In other words, it is an oracle reading. So I missed the last two Freaky Fridays. I'm ever so sorry, but there's no F in the day today, so we're going to do something else. Okay, this is partly in memory of a friend of mine who passed away early in February, right at the beginning of February. His name was Stephen. And we called him Four Paws. That was his name, spiritually speaking. It was something to do with his guides. Exactly what, I don't know. But there you go. Some things are, better kept to ourselves when we're in this position. I'm sure you know what I mean, actually, if you've ever done readings for people. But he actually taught me with this deck a long, long time ago. And he was the person who sort of introduced me to the idea of being a medium and the fact that he was sure I could do it. And he was obviously very good at it. So I guess he knew that, I could do it. And strangely enough, here we are. I was pretty surprised at the time. I didn't think I'd be able to, but there we go. I got there and I managed it. So guys, I'm so sorry I haven't been posting many videos at all, have I, But there we go. There's been a lot to do in the garden. I got really dirty fingernails and my hands aren't the cleanest they've ever been. I've just washed them about 10 times actually. But to no full avail, But there we go. The garden's growing. Video from the garden channel will be coming up very shortly. It's taken more editing than I thought it would, but that's coming up very soon. So, give the Moonology deck a good shuffle. Put those there. And now we will open up the Ascended Masters deck. This is a great deck. It's by Doreen Virtue, PhD, and I know she's kind of controversial, but at the time she was doing this stuff, she was pretty much the best. The baton gets passed on from one person to another, really, in any kind of spiritual matters, because the immense truth of the Great Spirit is much more than anybody can handle, particularly be able to handle it for the whole of their lives. And she was really in the zone when she came out with this deck, and I absolutely love this deck. So then we are going to do, we're going to do 3 pairs of cards, okay? So there'll be 6 cards altogether. You can pick any number you like, but pick it now before you know what the cards are. That's the only fair way to actually do it, okay? But we'll make a start. What we're going to do is 1 Ascended Masters card and then a Moonology card to kind of get the general picture of things. So here we go, 2 decks ready. Make your selection. You're going to pick 1 pair, 2 pairs, or 3 pairs, or are you going to pick all of them? Or what you're going to do, it's entirely up to you. But first, Ascended Masters card right off the top of the deck. Here we go. Power of Joy. Now, this is a great thing, actually, to come up, especially at the beginning of a reading. It means really that there is joy waiting in the wings, particularly if you pick this card. But for you, friend, if you chose this video, I'm going to say, the power of joy is close around you. This is actually Maitreya. A lot of people think of him as the Buddha. He wasn't the actual Buddha who was Siddhartha Gautama Buddha, who's the rather thinner Buddha that you see in Nepali and that kind of Hindu sort of tradition. Rather more thin character. Maitreya was actually a monk, a Buddhist monk, who very much, very much channeled Siddhartha Gautama Buddha. And he was certainly a Buddhist. And he went round just bringing joy into people's lives. That's what he was really good at. So this card channels him really nicely. There's a purple background to this one as well. So something's going to heal for you, really. Particularly if you chose this card, but particularly anyway, because life is full of ups and downs. A lot of us are pretty down at the moment because of everything going on in the world. I seem to have been saying that for years. There's always stuff going on in the world which is kind of generally unhappy, to say the very least. But there you go. Power of Joy. Rise up over that unhappiness. That's what really, really needs to happen. Let's turn over the first Moonology card to go with that. So if you're seeing this as 6 cards, this is card number 2. If you're seeing it as 3 pairs, this is like, part of pair number 1. Don't let pride get in your way. That's what this card says, and it is full moon in Leo, and there is Leo the lion there. And just as I said that, I've got a cat actually wanting to go out. That always seems to happen when I start making a video, but we're okay for now. It's Tinkerbell. Maybe she'll come and join us. But yeah, don't let pride get in your way. That is a super important thing to just be aware of. And once you're aware of it, you need to hang on to it as well, because that pride can actually get in the way of joy. That can be the most difficult thing. Not necessarily your pride, dear viewer. I say that most emphatically, you know. Other people's pride can really get in the way of joy. But there's the two cards together. Make of them whatever you will. But, you know, joy, that's the one that really stands out to me. It's just about the best card in the deck. I'm delighted that one came through. Maybe it's good old forepaws influencing my reading. I would not be surprised. So now then, Ascended Masters Oracle card number 2, Energy Healing, and it's Merlin. I'm really delighted with the way this shuffle came out, actually, because this is the Merlin's Mountain Channel, and dare I say, I actually believe that what we do here is actually channeling some of the energy of Merlin. And there's an awful lot of it to channel. And you'll see that in my gardening YouTube channel as well. Actually, that comes out quite strongly. Are you coming up, Tinkwink? No, she just wanted to scratch my leg for a bit. There you go. But there is card number 2, Energy Healing, Merlin. Now look at him drawing down the magic from the sky. That, my friends, is what we can all do. You know, Merlin was the master of it and is a great historical figure. But the point of that is, you know, he's showing us that he was living as a human being and he was able to do that. And as human beings, we can draw down that wonderful, powerful energy. The thing to do is always have some kind of magical practice going, you know, keep your candles burning, that kind of thing. I've got a salt lamp that burns all day, every day. No stopping it. We've got Tinkerbell with us now, throwing the cards all over the place. You're going to say hello, Tink? No, I think she just wants to say hello to me. I think she's a bit jealous because I'm talking to other people. Aren't you, Tinks? What do you think, eh? What does Tink think? We may never know. But yeah, Merlin, Energy Healing. There is Merlin. Now then, this is going to be slightly tricky. What Moonology card have we got to go with Merlin? Communication is the key. Okay, this one's New Moon in Gemini. Communication is the key to making that energy healing really, really flow. And this plays right into what I just said a second ago. Always have some kind of magical practice. Always visualize what you want. Believe you can have it, because we are creating our reality all the time. You know, everything that happens a few steps down the line is something that we are creating at the moment. Tinkerbell has actually exited the scene now, which allows me to show you both of these cards together without spilling them. Okay, energy healing and communication is the key. And I think you'd know more about what that means, dear viewer, than I would, because the most important interpretation of any of these cards, any of these readings that I do, is the one you actually put on it, okay? So interpret away, believe what you will. And there's our second pair of cards, bringing us on to pair number 3, the last pair of cards. Here we go. Ah, right, very positive, all of these, actually. And although it is the Ascended Masters deck, which, here we go, see it again, it is a very positive deck. It kind of deals with the upside and the downsides, and we've got the upside all the way here, because now we've got Archangel Michael saying, you can do it. Excuse me, you can do it. So remember that, friends, you can do it. The things that seem to you like, you know, impossible dreams, things that you could never have in a million years. The reason you want those things, friends, is that it's part of your mission to have those things, to understand those things, and to work with those things. So reach for the skies, and remember, you can do it. And Archangel Michael will just smash all the trouble out of your way. He is the great protector, if only you will ask him to do that for you. Okay, so a Moonology card to go with that then. That's what we need now. So let's take the next one off the top. Here we go. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. Interesting it comes up with Virgo, because Virgos will kind of question themselves and others rather a lot. And maybe if they're very unlucky Virgos, that Virgo thing will take over completely, and they'll never really be 100% sure of anything. There's a friend of mine, and I'm very glad she's never asked me to give her a Reiki healing, put it that way, because I'm a Reiki healer. Because if I gave her Reiki, she just wouldn't believe it, you know. She'd be, oh, is this legit? Is this right? And if you don't believe a thing, if you can't kind of get it into your mind that you know, as the card says, you are good enough and what you've drawn into your life is good enough, you never really get the best of it. So there we go, pair number 3. Archangel Michael saying you can do it, you definitely can do it, and you are good enough, with the full moon in Virgo card. Okay, so guys, let me know in the comments below which ones you chose, actually. And, you know, even say whatever you like in the comments below. I love reading your comments. And I sort of miss, when I'm not putting many videos out, I do miss that sort of flow of comments coming back. So, please leave a comment. It's good to share the journey. That's what this channel is all about, really, you know, because all this mystical stuff, doesn't matter where you are in the world, if you're drawn to a psychic, if you're drawn to a reader, if you're drawn to a particular reading, you can be sure there's something in it for you. That is absolutely how it works. And just because it's the internet doesn't mean it can't be fully, completely spiritual. And a lot of people make the mistake of thinking, oh, you know, the internet is the latest modern thing and no one's ever really kind of going to be able to channel anything very magical through it because it's so new and it's all electronic interference and, you know, lots and lots of naysayers because of that. But believe me, friends, spirit beings are pure light, whether they're angels, whether they're loved ones who've passed away from us, whether it's actually the full-on total 100%... excuse me, the full-on total 100% great spirit. They are all beings of light. They work through light. They're all about love and light. And the internet works on light. It works on fibre optics. So they can deal with it very, very well indeed. So there you go, friends. I hope you enjoyed that one. Shortish, sweetish. I'll be back with more soon. Okay, I've been gardening like mad. Check out the gardening channel videos, by the way. I'll put a link in the description. And it's just been a mad time. I was sort of busy all January and February getting things ready. And now we're in the middle of March and it all needs planting out. But it's all the magic of Merlin. See, that is really what it's all about. So with that, friends, take good care of yourselves. Thanks very much for watching today. I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Drop a like on this one, please, if you've enjoyed it. And if you like this kind of video, why not hit the subscribe button down there? And... then you'll get them all coming through. In fact, even if you have subscribed, please check to see if you're still subscribed, because YouTube just kind of steals away my subscribers on a fairly regular basis. So, with that, friends, thanks again. Take good care of yourselves. I'll see you very soon. Love, light, blessings, and peace.